Top of the morning, my good folks. So today, what's good, Millie? Yo, Millie, I'm sad, man. I'm sad, Millie. I drove 4 hours to go to the lab, man. 4 hours, Millie. 4 hours to go to the lab, Millie. You ain't pull up. I was crying. As well, I was sad in there, Millie. Yep, you heard it. 4 hours. I was 4 hours away. I drove all the way down because Will said you was pulling up, Millie. Took the super L. But nah, let's get it. You know what? I'm not even going to even sit down because I got a lot on my mind. So I'm going to just get my walk on. Nah, he didn't. You know Will, man. Will ain't going to break it down to me everything that happened. He said, you know what I'm saying? Hey, like, you know, it's about 10:35. You know, we got to leave out of here at 10. So we already over the time limit. But, yeah, Millie ain't coming. I said, wait a minute. Will told me after the time was already done. Like, we was supposed to been out the studio, but we were just chilling in there waiting for the mixes. And then he was like, yeah, Millie ain't coming. I said, God damn it. Fuck with my brother Will, though. I love my guy to death. But nah, let's get it. So, there's a few things that I think a lot of rappers need to know. And you don't really know these things until you start to get in position. And when you get in position, these things can affect you dramatically. So, wait, before I go on, how many people in the comments is up and coming or aspiring artists? If you like an artist and you up and coming via whatever it is, like if you like a musical artist up and coming, you need to really, really listen to this. If you can, start your screen record now so you can save this part so you can have it for your future. So just start screen recording right now so you can listen to this every day on your path to, you know, becoming who you're going to become. So being an artist is simple, you know. Start off, you making music in your room. Actually, you're inspired by, you know, whoever inspired you. So you're like, hey man, I want to make some raps. You know, you start off making raps in your room. Everybody normally start. If you don't have no industry plugs, you didn't grow up in like a musical family, then you're gonna just start off as a nigga in the room. In my era, you know, we had a little computers and shit and recording shit like this. In today's era, you could just make shit on your phone. You know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. But so you know, you start off, you make music, tell a few friends about you know, look man, I make some music. You know, few people fuck with it. You know, 9 times out of 10, you got like a best friend or a homeboy that's like in your corner that fuck with everything you do. So, you know, you get that, you get your little squad, your little circle, whatnot, and then you know, you start making music. You know, then before you know it, like you fully invested into this. Like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm about to fucking make music. And then you run into 4 or 5 different type of things earlier in your career. And again, there's multiple roadblocks in this, but this is the first level of roadblock. The first level of up and coming artist roadblock is 4 things. One of those things is you realize, hey, you have to indulge yourself in music. And indulging yourself in music, there's 3 things that, good morning. There's 4 things that you have to realize that, there's 4 things where you realize I have to pick. One of those things is, come on, train, come by. One of those things is, it's hard to do music when you got a 9 to 5. I'm gonna be honest with you. Music is like, the music world and the music industry and just music in general, it's a priority thing. And you gotta engulf yourself in it if this is something you want to do. So it's very hard to do music and do a 9 to 5. Like, it's hard. It's extremely hard. When you really realize, when you get to a level of really doing music on a professional level, you realize music is more than a 9 to 5. It's more than a 9 to 5. We be in the studio 20 something hours a day, 20 plus. Every day, all day, 20 plus hours every day. Niggas don't come out till the sun come up, and niggas go home and write again while you at home, then go back to the studio. So again, you get to a level, you realize it's either or. It's hard to do both. Extremely hard to do both. But again, in the process of doing music, you can't just sit around and be like a broke ass nigga. So you face with a difficult challenge. You face with an extremely difficult challenge. How the fuck do I pursue music full time when I don't got no goddamn money? That's one of the first levels of the roadblock you get into while doing music. So I know what y'all saying. Well, Daylyt, what's the solution, man? I know you got the answers, Light, man. You got the answer to everything. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all some niggas. I got my face tatted. I wasn't going back to work. I'm sorry. I figured this shit out. I slept on the fucking bus, on the train with my notepad. I'm different. I'm be honest. There was a time where when I was faced with that obstacle where I had to pick my career or work, I went and got my whole face tattooed so I could never go back to work. I was flat broke. I ain't have a fucking crumb. I said, you know what? I know what side of the line I'm staying on. I'm gonna figure this shit out one way or another. That take a different type of dedication. That's a different type of dedication. Everybody ain't got that type of heart. So I ain't gonna tell you to go do that crazy shit. You know what's the fucked up part about it? Fucked up part about it is now you get a job with face tattoos. God damn it, the world changed. I be walking in Walmart, niggas be blasted like, damn, my nigga, they hired you as the cashier? Shit. Swear to God, boy, shit crazy. Shit, times has changed. But nah, right? So that was my thing. I'm like, I'm not going back to work. I'm gonna figure this rap shit out. But for the people in today's time, like, y'all lucky because this era is completely different from my era, right? So I can't speak for my era in today's time. So in today's time, I'll say this loud and clear, guys. If you're broke in today's time, you choose to be broke. There's too many ways to make money in today's time. Way too many ways. Actually, minimum wage paying $20-something an hour. Fuck rap. Go back to work. You damn near a doctor working at McDonald's. But, you know, in California, like, you can go to McDonald's and make $20-something an hour right now at McDonald's. So I'm just saying, today's era is a little different. You got a little more options to make money. You could be a full-time streamer. You can actually be a streamer about being an up-and-coming artist. Yeah, this is my journey. Your streaming platform is called The Journey. The Journey at YouTube. And it's about you becoming an up-and-coming rapper. Then you start a podcast while being an up-and-coming rapper. Then you got up-and-coming rapper shirts and merch. This era different, right? It's so many other options. But if we speaking from like the early 2000s and the 90s where you had to get physical CDs and all that type of shit, it was tough. It was tough. You had to go to studio. Studio cost $1,500 a night. It was tough in that area. Real tough. It wasn't no just random recording options. It was tough. So, in this area, like, as an up-and-coming inspired artist, you just got to do a lot of other things so you can stay above water so that you can push music full-fledged. But even in today's time, you don't, like, the rap game's so foo-foo now that you don't even have to be a full-time artist, because most of these artists in today's time, they not even trying to be long-term artists. They just trying to land a viral song that can make them a little money to get over the. So it depends on what you in this for out the gate. What's your mission? What's your purpose? What you trying to be out the gate? But let's just say, inspiring rapper, wanting to be a Nas or a Jay-Z or, or a Kendrick or J. Cole or somebody of that nature, like one of the big real rappers, right? And the list goes on, the Rakims, Biggies, Pacs, and all that. Like one of the rappers is a generational rapper, right? On that path. If you're one of those artists on that path and you literally looking to make a complete change in the music industry and be like one of the great, then these are the obstacles that you're going to be faced with. So the first obstacle is, again, you're going to be in a situation where you either have to work or you got to do music full time. That's a decision you got to make. The second option, like once you pass that hump, right? Once you pass the work and the 9 to 5 hump and you're like, all right, I got my shit figured out, nigga, I got a half job, I work 6 or 7 hours a day, maybe 5 hours a day, put a little money in my pocket. I stay with moms or uncle or auntie, they ain't really tripping on the rent. They gonna trip eventually, but I'm gonna shoot them like 200 something a month. You feel me? I got my little situation worked out. I got me a little bitch. You feel me? My little bitch, she got a car. You feel me? So I can move around a little bit. That's most niggas' situation. Got a little money. I got me a little EBT, little PPP loan. You feel me? Got a little bitch with a little whip. You feel me? I can move around. I'm good. That's most niggas' situation. Now let me tell you when the second hump come in. Your girl. Hey fellas, you can't do music. In your earlier career, doing music and having a girl is impossible. Impossible. Ladies, ladies, it's the same. You can't do music full time and have a nigga. Hell no. Nigga gonna be like, who the fuck you been in the studio with for 24 hours? Look, my boy said I got my girl whip right now. I know you do, nigga. Shit. But real shit. So fellas, you can't be a full-time artist and have a relationship. Unless your girl is in the industry and understands how this go. But I tell you this, right? When you committed to making music, you actually are in a wedding with the microphone. Like when you go, all right, I do. As a rapper, like you got to look yourself in the mirror and you got to go. And then the mirror say, do you take music as your awfully wedded wife? And you got to say, I do. And then you got to kiss the microphone. And the moment you do that, you sign on the invisible dotted line that you will give everything that you desire for the sake of being an artist. You got to give it all up. In a relationship, as I got older, I understood. The significant other needs just the same amount of time. Especially if you have what I call a woman in the red dress. And most niggas who are complete artists normally get with women in the red dress. If you know the Matrix, you know what I mean. Like a woman that's of the program, that don't kind of see outside the program. Remind you guys, I'm speaking from personal experiences. Everybody's scenario is different. And I hate how this culture used the word we a lot, like everybody go through the same thing, when we don't. So I'm speaking of personal experiences, and this was a situation I had in my earlier career with the girl that I was with in my earlier career. All right. So, when you with a significant other, they need time. And again, if you were the other that does not possess no talent, and when I say no talent, like there's people on the earth that like they're here to be like an NPC, like a background person. They not into sports, they not into music, they don't draw, they just, hey honey, how's your day? Fine. How's your day? Mine was amazing. I have to go to sleep so I can go to work. I love you. Right? Like you remember the girl Vicka from motherfucking Oblivion? Yeah, that. So again, right? A lot of people are in those situations where the normal life of what we were taught is installed in their mind. Hey, you and I together, we sleep together, we eat dinner at the table together, we eat every day at 7:30. Every day for the rest of our life, we eat at 7:30 on the dot. We go to sleep at 10, we wake up at 8, we go to work, we come back home, we got a nice apartment or a house, a white picket fence, a dog. We're going to get married eventually, and that's life. That's life for majority of the world. As an artist, you are technically like a person that goes outside of that systematic norm. So, again, most people are programmed with that American dream. So when you become an artist of any sort, knowing that you have to dedicate a large percentage of your life to that scenario, you'll be caught between a rock and a hard spot. And the rock and a hard spot is your relationship situation or your career. Again, I'm speaking from multiple experiences that I've had in my life and multiple experiences that I've seen via homeboys, friends, families, people. I've seen it a lot. I've seen it multiple times. I've seen people give up for the sake of their partner. I've seen it multiple times. I've seen it hundreds of times. People have given up everything for the sake of their relationship. And again, guys, ladies, woman, man, I don't want to offend nobody. We in the area, you got to include everybody. So, boy, girls, girl, boys, well, everybody. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't want nobody to feel bad in his life, like, damn, man, I made the wrong decision. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying, you know what? This is more important to me. This is something I care about, right? I ain't gonna lie. I'll say this loud and clear. If I could go back, I probably would have did things different. Because I'll tell you this. As much as you gain in this music world, and as much as status as you gain and fame as you gain and all this shit, it's like a rabbit's foot in there, man. You lose a lot of people. You lose a lot of people. You lose a lot of friends. You lose a lot of relationships. You never really at home. You don't get no sleep. Like you're around a bunch of fake friends and fake laughter. It's a fucked up world. Don't get me wrong, it's fucked up. It's amazing. Yeah, we get to travel around the world. Yeah, we get to go on tour. Yeah, we get to meet all the fans. Yeah, I get to speak like I'm speaking right now and change our lives. But man, it's a lot of pain and suffering that come with this rap shit. It's a lot. A lot. So again, like I wouldn't have mind going to school and being a fucking brain surgeon, making nigga $100 million a year. You know what I'm saying? With a nice wife and 7 kids and one of my kids going to the NBA. And you know what I mean? Like, that actually don't sound too bad. Now, that actually don't sound too bad. But again, right? Like, being a rapper is like starting a My Player. Like, you start your My Player at 49 overall, and then you got to figure it out. Hit the My part. It's the same thing. So again, right, I don't want nobody to feel bad like they made the wrong decision and, they gonna kick themselves for not being an artist and choosing a relationship over being an artist. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. There's some good in that too. You know what I mean? Like, even though you're an artist, that don't mean like, you know, it won't come out one way or another. You might have a child, and then your child might have a child, and he might be an artist in the future. Like, who knows, man? It's gonna come out one way or another. So don't ever feel bad about that scenario, right? But so number one obstacle when you become an artist, an up and coming artist, you have to determine, are you gonna be a full-time artist or are you gonna get a job? It's either or. All right, the second option is, once you determine if you're going to be a full-time artist or get a job, or you even create a fine medium, you're going to have to deal with choosing your career over your relationship. That's the second step. The second hurdle that you're going to endure, right? The third hurdle is, it comes a little later, because once you can get over those two hurdles, then you got a smooth coast for like the next couple of years. Like you can coast smoothly. Like you like, all right, nigga, you feel me? I got money. I can move around. My girl love that I do music. She my biggest supporter. All right, nigga, I'm good. I'm about to figure this rap shit out. You feel me? I'm about to do these pay to plays. Nigga, I'm about to hit South by Southwest with my stickers and shit. Nigga, it's up. Right? I'm about to go up. I'm about to go all the way up. I'm going up. Right? I'm going up. Then you start to go up a little bit. And it's the next hurdle you gonna get. Listen, guys. Listen. My guy said, what if you're single with a job? Then nigga jack off all you want, nigga, and finish making your music. Nigga, that's what single niggas do. Shit. Nigga said, what if you single and ain't got a job? Nigga, you got your money, you got your hand. Feel me, nigga ain't got no hoes. But no, right? But boom, all right, so boom, you got your financial situation taken care of. You feel me? You got your girl on the side, she a full supporter. You know, you moving, you getting a little buzz, you gaining traction, you done shot a video too, it's going up, you getting a little lit, you start getting invited to a few more places, and here come the second hiccup. Girls again. Fellas. Just for the fellas. Girls again. See, I'm gonna tell you this. When you a bum nigga, your standards is a lot more different. But as you grow up, you get a little more, you know, aware of yourself. You start to look around. Then you start to look next to you. And you're faced with a different obstacle now. And the obstacle is your loyalty. Hey, fellas, I'm speaking from a man's perspective. Your loyalty. You got your main piece. You love her. Y'all done been through the mud together. And then you seeing all of these amazing looking women just randomly popping up that want to do anything for you. So now you faced with obstacle number 3, loyalty. One of the reasons why I press this so much, loyalty, is because once you get to a certain status where you're shining a little bit, shiny lights attract demonic energy. And demonic energy normally maneuvers through seduction. And in that seduction, this is how you can be destroyed on multiple levels. Multiple levels. And then we get into the word lamia, and then we get into the mega word that I want to introduce to the world, which is something that everybody is saying, don't really even know the actual definition of the word. And yet we use it so loosely. And you know what that word is? Anybody want to take a wild guess? Actually, you don't have to guess. I'll tell you. It is the word baddie. Do anybody in here know what the actual definition of a baddie is? I know all y'all niggas about to run to Google. The actual definition, and you do the etymology and everything and go down the whole rabbit hole. The actual definition of a baddie means demon. I bet y'all didn't know that, huh? I bet nobody knew that. Y'all thought we just popped up. Y'all, yeah, a baddie, she a baddie. The actual definition of the word baddie means demon. A lot of people didn't know that. You learn something new every day. So again, once you get into a specific setting, I'm speaking from personal experiences, you start to realize a large surge of, DMs, personal, like, hey this, hey that. And this is when you have to really, really get a control of your soul. Because if you don't, like I'll explain the situation, right? Let's take Tory Lanez. They walked Tory Lanez down the ultimate rabbit hole. Fucking with the hoes. He went to a party with the hoes. They was like, soon as he went to the house, soon as he walked in, you want a drink? You want another drink? You want another drink? Before you know it, you fucking with the hoes, you drink. And then you don't know what happened. And now you in jail. Perfect example. So again, right? Staying loyal in that scenario, right? Like staying real loyal, it can help you a lot. Like, and again, this is before you get to the top. This is like that medium level, because those people will come in with full intentions to destroy you. Like, and people like, look, fellas, I'm about to get real deep on y'all, man, and pause. Damn, that's a super, hey, look, fellas, I'm about to get real deep. Hey, yo, chill. Nah, that's a super pause. Nick said, stay right there, boy, I'm about to get deep. Hey, yo. Chill. That's an ultimate pause. But nah, check it, right? So look, one thing I've learned, man, is how energy works, man. And when you're in the process of you trying to be a whole inside this world of maximum, like, the industry, look, man, the industry is full of demons, man. Left and right. You could use them to your advantage or they could destroy you. It's full of demons, though. Everybody got demonic energy. And when I say demonic energy, I don't mean some, like, devilish motherfucking nigga looking to kill you. It's just the wild lust for fame and greed and I'll do anything to get to a specific status. That's really what it is in the music industry. It's not like a bunch of like fucking niggas and satanic worshipers doing magical spell casting and shit like that. Nah, like it's just money, bro. It's money, right? Like, and everybody doing every single thing they can to get in a higher position so they could possibly get like a better bag. Now, when I say I'm about to get deep, I'm about to get real deep. So money in general is a payment. Hey fellas, man, I'm about to say some wild shit, so just I'm gonna say pause earlier, but sit down, pull your pants down, man. It's about to get deep. It's about to get real deep. Well, money comes in the form of payment. And you know how they say money is the root of all evil? I used to disagree with that, but now I completely agree with that. Money comes in the form of payment. All money comes in the form of payment. And money is technically gross. Even the amount of money that you get is gross. I'll keep it going, fellas. I'll keep it going. So again, keep in mind what I'm saying. Money comes in the form of payment. Now I'm gonna start from the top. Everybody record this specific part. Money is the root of all evil. It is. Money comes in the form of payment. Money is gross. When God kicked the devil out of heaven, or the devil left from heaven, whatever the story may go, the devil took 1/3 of God's angels. Within that 1/3 of God's angels, the devil had one of the angels was like another strong nigga under the devil. So the devil made that nigga his number one general. This number one general nigga is in. I'm about to break this down to you in a wild way, gonna fuck y'all mind up. The devil's number one general is in control of currency. Do y'all niggas want to know what's his name? His name is payment. Yeah, I said it. Payment. Yeah, payment. Like actually payment. So yes, money is indeed the root of all evil. 100%. So again, everybody is doing all type of evilish things for the sake of payment or a payment. So when you get these scenarios that pop up, they gonna test you, and it normally comes extremely at the middle of your career. You get tested, and you get tested through one major thing that we all love: procreation, sex. Sex. That's the number one thing. Good morning. It's the number one way you're gonna get tested, multiple ways. And this goes for the male and the female scenario inside this industry. You're gonna get tested. They gonna come. When your buzz start rising, your fame start getting up, they gonna come in every direction. The lammy is gonna come from the girl side. For the fellas, all the lammy is gonna be in your DMs everywhere trying to get you. And from the girl side, all the execs. Niggas gonna be offering studio time. Niggas gonna be offering motherfucking record deals. Niggas gonna be offering all type of shit, and it's all for one specific thing: to devour your soul internally, your energy. So at that level, when you at the medium level of your career, I'm backtracking. The first level is your job, the figuring out if you want to be an artist or you want to get a 9 to 5. If you can figure out that situation where you got a little money and you know you can do your music shit, the next situation is your girlfriend and figuring out if you want to do your music shit or have a relationship. If you can figure out the music shit in your relationship, the next situation is getting bigger and dealing with the overload amount of demonic energy trying to capture your soul. Because if it could capture your soul, it could put you in a situation where you could be a crazy drug addict, an alcoholic, all type of shit. And all these things lead to epic failure. All right. The fourth thing after that is if you could beat that level, if you could stay completely loyal and get past that level, and now you in the door. Now you in the door. Look, this is the grand problem once you get in the door. Once you get in the door and you completely successful, the next thing that happens is every single person has their hand out. Everyone. Everyone you knew, everyone you grew up with, every friends, family, direct family, loved ones, everybody. Because they go, hey, my family made it. They didn't support nothing. No support, zero, nothing. But they remember you. You was a part of their life, so they're entitled And this is how they feel. They're entitled to something. No, it's not leeches. It's just the way the setup works. Since they knew you when you had nothing, they feel they entitled to something when you're somebody. So now you're on, and this is when you start losing people. You start losing people you love. One of the reasons you start losing people you love is because their perception of you has changed. You, to them, you are no longer the person that grew up with them. You are the artist, or whatever your artist name is. That's who you are now. To you, they still the people that you remember. So what happens is, you help a few people, you help a few people, you help a few people, you help a few people. Before you know it, you done helped hundreds of people. And then you realize there's still hundreds of more people that you got to help. And then you start saying no. Then we start saying no, you know, people start saying you changed. People start saying you're Hollywood. Some people turn into full-blown enemies. People that you genuinely love will turn into a full-blown enemy based off perception. So now you're dealing with not even being able to be around people that you genuinely love. And that's a crazy pain to endure. Crazy. Crazy. It's a crazy. Again, you can help hundreds of thousands of people. And then you realize there's still more people that needs help. And you realize you can't help everybody. And it hurts. It hurts knowing that you got to leave. This is real pain. It hurts knowing that you got to leave some people behind. It hurts. And then this concept ties me into the story of Jesus. Imagine being like the Son of God, the one. And imagine realizing you really can't save everybody. And at that point, you're like, fuck it, God, come get me, man. I'm getting the fuck out of here. And God is basically like your Uber, right? Like, Uber, man, come, I'm out of here, man. And then you go back to heaven, a.k.a. the studio. Now you're in your studio just looking at everybody. And niggas like, yeah, he gonna return to the hood one day. One day he gonna return. He still remembers. I know he care about us. But, you know, truth be told, you ain't coming back, G. And one of the reasons why you can't come back is because they gonna kill you. 99.9% of the niggas that make it out of something that go back dies. .9% of people who make it out of something go back and die. I'll tell you why. I've said this before and I'll say it again. It's the caterpillar effect. The caterpillar and the butterfly effect. A caterpillar is an animal that eat leaves, and it eat leaves to survive, to turn into a butterfly. Once that caterpillar turns into a butterfly, it gets wings and it flies away. You have never in the history of butterflies seen a butterfly go visit the caterpillars. Never in the a motherfucking butterfly get his wings in California and fly way to Mexico and die. It ain't coming back. It'll never come back to where the caterpillars are. Want me to tell you why? Because butterfly wings look like leaves. So if the butterfly lands by the caterpillar is gonna eat it. It's that simple. Butterfly wings look like leaves, what the caterpillars eat. So the caterpillar, the butterfly is never coming back. Ever. Ever. If you do, you're going to get ate. So when you come back to niggas that don't got, if you got wings and you come back to niggas who don't got wings, they're going to clip yours.